What's up, everyone? We are back for Be For Real. It's been a few weeks, but we have a fun episode coming up. It's a little different. It's not going to be 3 different segments. It's just going to be 2 simple ones, and I'm excited for it. So we have a panel. We're going to have a tag team in the middle, which is even going to be more fun, so you guys can wait for that one. But starting from my left, I have Toby Corriston, Caden Hughes, Mara Kane, and Jordan York with me. I believe on my right, you guys have never been on, correct?
Correct.
But on my left, you guys are experienced. So we're going to have a nice little mix of the panel, and then we're going to have a newcomer come on as well.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So if you've been through what Toby and I went through last year, you know experience pretty well. So we're going to start off with my favorite topic, one that I always do every episode. Sadly, I've not come prepared, so I'm going to have to think of my own real quick. But it is called Let's Be Real. It is where you give your hot take. Any hot take on your mind, anything. Could be sports, could be non-sports. I see you guys right over here. You guys are still thinking. That's perfectly fine.
I've got
Oh, you
one.
got it? Oh, you just don't want to share it?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So we are starting off. Anyone want to go first?
Cannibalism should be legalized.
Way off with the shot. Okay.
In what context?
In what context? Okay, so
Like, can I walk up to you and if you're dead on the side of the street, start eating?
I'm talking to a camera. Yeah. So world
Talking to
hunger.
America here, son.
I don't like world hunger. It's a problem. All right. Now we don't have enough. All right. What am I trying to say? I don't really have a good take for this. You know, I don't really have this prepared. I'm just kind of riffing.
Can I propose a? Can I? You can answer this. I'm going to pose a question for you, and you should ask it to be legally. I was in Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago.
Some related question.
And there was a man that I had walked by who was most likely dead on the side of the street. I believe he was not moving. It was cold. Somebody was trying really hard to wake him up. He was not moving. He was probably dead. So, should I be allowed to just go up and take a piece of? No. Take a chunk from him and cook it. Okay.
No, consensual, they're dead.
Here's
I understand your point because you've explained it to me. You want me to explain it, or you got it?
I would love to explain it.
Honestly,
Okay.
I think I got it.
no one's gonna yell at you if they're dead and you went up and bit him.
Is it a moral concern?
Family members.
Isn't it a moral concern?
He didn't have family members.
There's
He
no
wouldn't be
arguments against it that
That's
doesn't also
simply
apply
not
to organ
true.
donations. That's
Correct.
That's all. Okay.
Go ahead and explain your point.
World hunger is a problem. Here's what it would be. It would be obviously regulated, and obviously you would have to say, I am willing to do this. I'm willing to donate my body to world hunger. We wouldn't call it cannibalism. We call it donating your body to world hunger. It's just like organ donations, okay? You would have a little card on your driver's license. That means you're willing to do it, okay? It would be after you're dead. Of course, whatever, it's the FDA. I don't know what it's called. But they would do a bunch of regulation to make sure the food is, or make sure the people food are healthy and sanitary, and you're not going to get sick. And then we would ship it to people in need. And that would be the process. I don't think there's an argument that doesn't also apply to organ donations.
So do you think they taste good?
I would not like to try, but there's a curious part of me that would.
To clarify, no one on Tigervision supports cannibalism. We're just throwing out ideas.
Well, speaking of taste, my hot take is that plain water has no taste. It doesn't taste like anything.
Have you ever had water from New Jersey?
That's not plain water.
It is.
That's not.
It's purified water.
What water has taste other than
Exactly.
flavor?
Plain water has no taste.
What would you consider pure water?
Actually, no.
No, it doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't taste like water. It doesn't taste like anything.
No. Actually,
So it's like air. Does air? Hold on.
Yes, it does. Everything has a taste.
Air doesn't.
No. Listen.
Did it taste like anything? Did that taste like? Thank you.
Listen. So a couple weeks ago, a group of my friends and I, we went to a gas station and we got 5 different brands of water bottles. And we poured them in
That's
bowls
not plain
and we
water.
did a blind tasting.
Is this what you do in your free time?
No, this was I
was just curious.
Yes, this was free time.
This was one of those unanswerable question type moments.
I made a joke that I could taste the different brands of water.
Oh, so like the
And
Dude Perfect thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
like Coke and all.
we blindfolded each other. We were drinking from the bowls, and I got 4 of 5. So there is definitely a taste.
That's not plain water though. You look on the label.
What do you
and that's
count as plain water though?
Plain water. No minerals. Nothing. Plain water.
There is no such thing as plain water because water always has minerals. That's weird.
Plain water tastes like nothing. My point stands. Somebody else.
My question is, why does it taste different? Do they put chemicals in it?
Yes, they put different minerals in it.
Some of them have sugar in them.
They put different minerals in it to make it healthier.
Yeah,
and
there's different minerals.
Like fluoride
like
is in
vitamins.
water.
So is it
like
truly
that.
not 0 calories, or is it 0
No,
calories?
it is.
It is.
Like pickles are 0 calories.
It's true.
It's the best episode of the show.
This is great.
Anyways.
The plain water taste is indescribable, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist.
Just like it's like breathing air. Like
I
technically,
don't
we
think
taste
it has a flavor.
It could also be one of those things where our brain's not physically.
Moving
reading
away
it.
from
Go ahead.
taste, I'm gonna say that paper is too overpowered. You think about it. When
rock,
you're playing
paper,
rock,
scissors?
paper, scissors, 90.
It's not overpowered. It has the same odds.
No, yeah. I loved it.
Let him explain it. Let him explain.
I hope this is a bad thing.
My question seems dumb now.
No, 90.
Oh,
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Let Jordan explain. Let's hear
No,
it.
90% of the time when I play somebody in rock, paper, scissors, they throw rock first. So I throw paper every time because there's no. I
always
like
throw with
very
scissors.
rarely
So I'm gonna
lose.
throw- yeah,
I throw
I'm a big
paper
scissors
first.
guy.
Scissors always
You guys
get
are
smashed
scissors
because everybody throws. Literally
big
everybody
scissors guy
thinks
too?
rock is the
on.
strongest because when you think about a rock, it's like the strongest.
I'm
of
glad that was a bad
Nobody
one.
throws
Let's keep that
paper.
better.
So you throw rock, I throw paper. I win like 80% of the time.
Yeah, but what
My only
happens-
thought is that.
What happens when somebody throws scissors?
But hold on. Now that he's put this out there to the 10 to the people that
I'm
watch
gonna
this,
agree with you.
you can now be beat every time because you say you throw paper.
But now I can switch my strategy and I can throw scissors.
See, but now we have the same
now
exact
I'm throwing
probability.
paper.
Is it like a really big guy thing to play rock, paper, scissors a lot?
Yes, actually, that's all we do when we hang out alone. we watch football and we play
No,
rock,
what you
paper,
can do,
scissors.
no,
That's all
what
we
you can
do.
do is you can add addendums to rock, paper, scissors like Big Bang Theory experimented with.
The
There's rock,
Spock
paper,
and the
scissors,
lizard.
Spock. You create more outcomes. There is no one overpowered paper.
Could I give
The fact that I
give a
knew
boring
that
answer?
that
Yeah.
reference annoys me.
Could I give a boring
Spontaneous
answer to
rock,
Yeah.
paper, scissors
this?
battle.
This is a boring answer to this, but I feel like since it's called rock, paper, scissors, you subconsciously in your head, you hear the first and last thing the best, but you'll hear rock first. I think it just puts rock in people's heads.
Right, that's
a
why
little bit.
paper
Yeah,
wins.
the
It's like
very
when you read a
bottom-
word.
That's
Like
why
when you read a word, you see the
it's
first
too
and the last
overpowered.
letter.
They need to nerf paper.
Exactly, yeah. So I think
All
there
right, so we should call it paper, rock,
No.
scissors and see what happens.
I think it would actually.
that
No,
why people do
paper
it?
should have to win twice in a row for it to count because paper statistically.
So you're gonna start.
Statistically, what do you mean statistically?
Yeah, statistically, they all
Statistically, they all have a
Statistically,
33%.
This take is stupid. All right.
That's not a stupid take.
I'm sorry. That was
I wouldn't say it's the.
It's not plain water has no flavor.
Who's hooks under?
I'm
Stop
not hitting on
hitting
other
yourself.
takes because my take's like by far the
I love this show
I
already.
still don't have a take, so I'm just excited to hear all
Alright.
this.
Okay, hypothetically,
Oh, boy.
they should give me the opportunity to get my blood back when they said that I was gonna get a free sweatshirt at the blood drive, and they ran out.
You had the
blood
opportunity for a free t-shirt
sweatshirts or
still.
blood, but they run out of.
But don't you think it would have been nice to have the option? Like, oh, and the gift card they gave me didn't work.
I think that's on you.
Did I tell you what happened? I tried to do
Scammer gets scammed. That's
I'll tell you
what
after
I've
this.
seen.
Also, there should not be hooks under here because I think I'm.
That's a hot take.
Oh my gosh.
They hang
say-
up the mics.
All right, Brian,
My name.
let's end on a banger.
I can't think of a hot take right now. I'm gonna be 100% honest. It's the first
okay.
episode I don't have a hot
I
take.
didn't know I had to come up
That's
with
okay.
one.
But,
You can just host.
I'm about to just host this because I want to get into questions
Yeah,
because my
let's-
hot takes are crazy.
Let's jump in.
But we have a lot of questions to go through, and I want to get
Love
through
it.
this. And I know Toby's leaving shortly, so
That's
I'm going to
what
jump
you're moving.
straight into the first question.
Can you finish in
And
5
I
minutes?
just really
That's
wanted
the
to get into this
question.
we cannot finish in 5 minutes. I don't even think we can finish this
extend
question in
a little
5
bit.
minutes.
Be late.
Oh, okay.
I think this is going to be a heavily debated one. The first question, and this is a segment called One for the Mind. Should vegetarians be able to eat animal crackers? That is the question.
Should vegetarians be able to eat animals?
Animal crackers.
Add a comment. Word.
Not animal crackers.
Animal crackers.
Just animal crackers.
What about like
Like, should they be able to
teddy
eat it?
grapes
Yes.
or goldfish?
Yes.
That.
Because you're
Those
technically
are-
eating the
Yes.
symbolism of an animal.
Animal crackers have no meat. Their whole platform is they're against meat. Animal crackers
But-
have meat.
but they're
No, no,
wait,
no,
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 it's the
no,
symbol.
because they are still animals. Those things,
are.
We don't know what they
You
do
know
when
what?
we don't know
In the
what.
box, they're in the zoo.
Exactly.
Which is
We don't know what they're
Yeah.
doing when we're not looking at them. It could be like
Eating
Toy
zoo
Story,
animals
where
is
they
worse
come
than eating
alive
wild
and they're
animals.
actual animals. I promise
Do you
you.
support eating the animals at the zoo?
So does that mean that a zoo is
You
messed
capture
up?
them in
So
the zoo?
does
What
that
is
mean
wrong with you?
does that mean that a zoo is essentially like a buffet for a meat?
No,
meat eater?
it's a
No.
prison for animals. Like we go to real person jail, but they don't do anything bad.
Well, some of them do.
We don't get a real.
Most
we get a real
most of the
person.
zoos are just like most of the zoos are like rehabilitation centers.
Yeah, did you ever-
It's like they were addicted to
It's a
drugs
hospital.
and they need help. That's
animals?
what most zoos
Yeah.
are.
Wait,
now.
but this one zoo switched their rhinos with another zoo because like they were siblings.
Yeah, but let's
that they-
let's think about this.
Why they
See,
switch them?
we all
Because they were
think
siblings.
And
we-
why
hold on.
couldn't they be siblings?
No, they wanted them to be siblings.
Oh, I went the same way.
I was going a very different route.
No, but my thought.
That's our fault too. She did not do anything. Yeah.
I mean, this was an animal cracker question, and I think
confused.
that vegetarians, yes,
I'll tell
like Literally, yes, they can eat it because it's not made out of animals, but figuratively, like, if you actually look at it, it symbolizes an animal, and therefore you shouldn't be able to eat it.
If you're gonna,
That's what it is. If you're against animals, you should not be able to bite a head off of a
if you're
gummy
gonna
bear.
rub it
I'm
in my
sorry.
face when I eat meat and you're gonna be like, how dare you do that, then you're not allowed to eat animals.
Exactly.
I can't think of any
Now,
example
That's
that's
it, like,
not.
After
I
the
have an
zoo
example.
question.
So like people who like don't like guns can't use water guns.
No, I think
Correct.
Well, no,
That's
no.
exactly what it is.
Well,
That's actually a very good point. Yeah, don't use Nerf
Then in
guns.
that case, we're not only saying animal crackers, we're talking Scooby-Doo snacks.
Correct.
We're talking
Absolutely.
Teddy Rams.
Hold
we're
on, hold on.
talking
Did you
all
just
that
call them
stuff.
Scooby-Doo snacks? They're Scooby snacks.
And also,
Give me some
those
Scooby
are shaped
snacks.
like the treats, not like the dogs. So
No, but the Scooby gummies are.
they're not shaped like Scooby. They're shaped like the
They're like a bone.
snacks that he eats.
They're like a bone,
Yes.
right?
That's a good point. Yeah. Can you eat bones?
Right, but you're
Wait,
eating
can you eat
you're eating
bones?
something an animal
Bones.
eats. That's
Does
not
bones-
that's
bones
anti-vegetarian.
Do you think that's why they actually made like
Animals
gummies
eat
and
plants. That's not how it
I love
works.
how I'm arguing
It's a full circle.
that cannibalism should be legal, but also vegetarians shouldn't eat animal
Well,
products. Like,
because they chose not
I
to
just
eat
don't like vegetarians in general.
That's
The
what I'm
opinions
saying.
on the
So-
show do
to
not
make it
reflect
harder to
any
be
of the views
vegetarian.
expressed
That's
by
all I'm
members of Tigervision.
Now,
or
I
their
do want to
staff.
get back before I go to the next question, and thank you, Jordan, for putting that in. I want to talk about the zoo. My thought, because this has just kind of hit me, you have a zoo, we always think of it as bad, but what if they actually enjoy it? They get 3 meals a day, they get security, they don't get hunted.
So you're like making the
It's like
argument
a
that, hey,
vacation.
maybe I should go to jail if I'm poor.
Yeah, some people do it as they're homeless. They'd be like, I go to jail because at least I'll get meals.
I think it depends on the intelligence of the animals. I'm completely stealing a Joe Rogan bit, but I think it depends on the intelligence of the animals. Like I think like giraffes, I think enjoy the zoo because they're just so dumb. They're like, hey,
And they can see over the walls.
I
They
get
can
food.
see over it.
They're just like, oh, I'm dumb. They're just thinking about food. Oh,
Is that you? It's a pig in jail.
it's a fake in jail.
Okay.
Are we not?
Wow. This is one show for the
I love
ages.
this show.
I tried to pass it
I'm
back.
so glad we're back.
All right, yeah, this is one for the ages, but I'm going to jump to the next question.
Love to.
So before Toby,
No, I'm staying. For a bit, I just needed to grab the marker.
okay, yeah, because we've
Screw
been
the game.
we're gonna have a war over here. So the next question, this is one that I really like. This is also another one that ties into animals, as we're on the topic.
I love this.
I'm assuming, drink milk every day.
No.
I don't.
Not every
I'm
day.
allergic.
drink
I
Okay, my
don't
bad.
drink milk.
So we know what milk is, right?
Yes.
It comes from a cow, right?
I love this
And
question.
My question
other-
is,
it also comes from like sheep.
but who, and almonds, but all that. But who was the first person? This is the question. Who was the first person to figure out how to milk a cow?
But
Yeah,
can
who
you say that
tried
with
that?
all things? Like we were talking about, like
No,
when people would eat berries
But
and get
what was
But
the
there's a
person
difference.
thinking when they
That's
saw
what I'm
the
saying.
cow's udders and was
No,
like,
what
you
if
know
the-
what?
what if the
Let's
cow-
squeeze
Do you think it
these
came
and
from
see what
innocence?
happens.
Do you think it
What
came
if the
from
cow was
innocence or
split
came from
open,
something worse?
and then they saw, oh
That's
my God,
not
there's
how.
milk.
Or wait,
No, that's not how it. That's not how.
Okay,
it-
wait, okay.
I don't
You
think
don't
it
know
does.
that. You don't know. Have you ever looked up how did the first person find out how to milk a cow?
No, that's-
What if they cut the
okay.
cow open to eat
Well,
it?
that's a
They
boring
said, oh my
answer.
God, there's milk
Like-
inside. And then they were like, okay, well, like,
Or they
people-
just saw a baby cow.
And then they were
drinking
like,
milk
oh,
from
well,
a
this is the
cow.
same on a
I bet
cow.
I could also do that.
That could be. That's actually like
they
an
just
actual.
saw, I like
good
the
point.
response that someone just tried
Oh.
something weird and then was like, oh,
Or the baby
this also
cow
makes
went
milk.
to
That's what I was
go-
doing the whole time.
The
They saw a
baby
baby
cow
cow
went
doing
to,
it.
yeah.
That could
And
actually make
also
more sense.
people do that, so I feel like
Probably.
making
That's
the
what I
thought
said.
like
That's what I said.
people do that. I bet other mammals could, but a better answer is just
My
someone
question
just
is,
was
how
like
did
into a
it?
cow.
How did it go though? Because it wasn't like they were tamed at the time. They probably weren't.
Were they? But cows
Yeah, they
are-
were. Yeah,
cows,
yeah,
a
they
wild,
were.
I feel like I could take a wild
I
cow.
think I know
Is
the
that what
answer.
said?
I think I know the
You
scientific.
think you could take a
I
wild
think
cow?
you looked it up.
I don't know if you could take a
I
wild
know.
cow.
No, I actually I looked
what
up.
you want.
I looked to see who the first person to milk a cow was to see if that was.
Who was it?
They don't know. There's no way it could be detected.
What if it was just never?
But I have a theory.
It just popped.
I think they were copying the way cattle
Pop-Tarts.
nurse. Think,
That- yeah.
think about it, like
Well,
ranchers and
well,
stuff
that
like
is
But
that.
you
what
were on
Like,
your phone while we were saying that. Yeah.
We agree with you. That is the
It is
genuine like.
I'm right.
That is the
You
PG
are.
version of what we believe happened.
Yes.
But
That was a good question.
I feel like that is because it's the same thing
my
with the
grandma
mounting the
needs
horse.
me to
We
call
had a
her.
mount a horse
Yeah,
question.
who was the first amount of horse?
Who was the first amount of horse? Who thought like, okay, I just want to ride that thing. Like that's just
That would
kind
be
of
kind of-
crazy. So
That's one way to put it.
we're gonna move
Or
on.
with a cow.
Yeehaw.
I know sublimity, right? We're gonna move on from animals to Smurfs. This is
Oh,
a
whoa.
question. Yes, and it's
We're
not a
getting
weird
no
question.
less
Because
sexual
I
with
think
this
I'd be
question.
happy.
Okay, if you take it wrong, this can be wrong, but this is not supposed to be taken wrong. If you get mad with a Smurf, because this is how I'm gonna put it so it doesn't go into
You can
anyone's
be
mind.
really happy with a Smurf too. You don't even know.
You have to be mad with the Smurf.
No,
All right,
you
you're
don't.
pissed off with one. You decide to choke it. What color would that Smurf turn?
I'm
Purple,
pretty sure
purple.
they turn red.
Purple.
I,
We turn purple.
No,
They'll
yeah,
turn
They've
purple.
probably
turn
done
blue?
that in one
They're
of the
already
Smurf
blue.
movies.
Yeah, so
Or
they're just gonna
white.
get.
but we turn.
Maybe.
I think it might go red. I think it'll be a fun thing.
We
to do.
turn red.
Have you ever watched a Smurfs movie? When they get mad, they turn red. We get mad, we turn red.
No, but we're talking
when
about
we get
choking.
choked, we turn purple. Then they're gonna turn.
I don't know if you look
One
at a
thing
real
wrong.
wildlife Smurf
We turn red.
and you choke it, what do you think is going to turn?
It's purple.
What color is their blood?
It's purple.
Red. Just because other.
Have you ever
It's
seen
red.
a Smurf?
Dude, okay, it's as simple as
Have you ever seen a Smurf blue?
You said it's weird. You don't take Smurf anatomy
It's
too?
as simple
with
as this.
Islam?
A Smurf is blue. The blood in a Smurf is red. Blue and red makes purple. It's as simple as that.
But if
I
isn't
kinda
our
like
blood
that,
like
honestly.
isn't there something
That's a good
blue in
take,
it?
Because
or
we
no?
turn red, they're
No,
blue.
we have
Red.
red blood cells and white blood cells.
What about the
Nothing
blue?
That's
We-
reptiles, I think. have
No, there
blue
are
blood.
people
No,
with blue
they're
blood,
just
though.
cold-blooded.
I'm pretty sure I do.
Oh,
I have
not blue.
blue is cold and red
Not
is warm.
blue.
That's what my brain is.
This is how you know that they have a bunch of sports
if you cut open a
commentators on this
snake, you'll
panel
see
right now.
blue
Is
blood.
that where blue bloods? Is
No,
that a
we-
show?
No,
No,
that
no.
is not
We
where blue
technically
bloods
have
come
blue
from. They
blood as
just
well.
all have blue in their colors because blue is a color.
You see
No,
him
we
like
actually- so the
mansplaining
reason-
stuff
right.
to me? Shut up.
He does it to me
If
too.
you-
It's not a mansplaining.
if you
I don't
look
know.
at
It's
our-
not mansplaining. I'm just
He's
again
just
we're on a
condescending.
panel with sports comm majors. This is
As a
why we're
sports comm
having these
major.
conversations.
He's
He's
just
a
a condescending
PRTM
sports
major.
comm major talking to other sports comm majors.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Technically-
so to go
Younger
back,
than us.
to go back to
Technically,
the-
he's also the wisest one here. Like in that he's
No,
old.
Brian's older than me.
I'm older.
Oh.
I'm young. I was born in July.
He's
wow.
19.
That makes you young.
Wow.
2005.
What a young boy.
Now, so if we're
I
going
didn't
back
like
to
that.
the blood question,
Oh,
I do
yeah.
want to add one
Not
thing.
like that.
We do actually have blue blood in our bodies.
Where?
So that's
So
where
the reason why the veins look blue is because they're deoxygized.
Oh,
so
I knew this.
when
This is
they're red-
Deoxygenated?
dumb.
But so
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
But
yeah.
so what happens when I bleed? I don't
no,
bleed
it's
blue.
blue.
exposed
Exposed to
to
oxygen.
space.
Because it's
then your
not only
blood
filled with
turns
blood.
blue.
It's once it
exposed to
turns
oxygen.
like
So it's red.
once it's in
Right?
contact with like oxygen, it's red. But that's why your veins blue. That's why it's not.
No,
red.
because oxygen goes throughout your entire body.
See, he's the
But you-
wisest here.
No, but when you breathe in, you get oxygen. It goes from your lungs into your respiratory system into your blood. Your blood then goes to your fingers.
Oh, so it's the blood circulating back.
Correct.
Oh, okay. I
it's
like
the one
that.
going black. Back.
Okay, that's a good theory.
What?
Not go back. All right, on to the next question. So we're gonna go to the next one.
Where are
This
you
one I
going,
think is
Brian?
gonna drive a lot of controversy in it, or controversy. Good grief. But we're going to the next one. We're going from what's going through our veins
Oh,
to
no.
what's going through our mind. So this question is: where does a thought go when it's forgotten?
Okay, have you ever seen Inside Out? You know when they drop the balls
love
like
that
Bing
movie.
Bong and he's just gone.
Bing bong.
So you think there's like a little like organization in your mind, and there's like an anger and a happiness?
Well, I don't know because
No,
I forget
No.
things a lot and like then how do people?
You have a lot of balls in your brain. That's what I'm hearing.
No, I lose them. Wait.
Lost thoughts go to the back of the mind. It's as simple as that.
I think they go out your ears.
That is one thought that we have.
I don't think
you
they go
cry when Bing
anywhere.
Bong
I
died?
think it's just.
No,
No?
actually.
I thought it was
I
kind of
didn't
funny.
even cry at the good
Why are you
dinosaur.
drawing an elephant?
I thought it was kind of funny.
She's
Bing
drawing.
Bong.
She's drawing.
Oh, it's Bing Bong.
That's sure.
Bing Bong
It's
is
not Bing
big.
Bong.
So
Yeah, that's.
Bing
we
Bong's
heard
happy.
Laura's take.
Is that
She
Dumbo?
thinks that it's a pit in her mind that has a bunch of balls. Does anyone else have an idea
I
of
have-
where this
okay,
goes?
I'm not like I don't have a silly fun one, but I think you subconsciously remember everything, and it impacts how you are as a person always.
No.
You think
You ever
it's
seen
like SpongeBob
those-
where it just gets filed away and you lose the full
No,
thing?
I'm not.
You ever seen those psychologists that like come in and they'll like talk you through things to remember them?
That's
Like,
what we're
it's in
thinking.
Criminal
No,
Minds
I'll
because
give-
they'll like remember
Exactly.
like and they'll talk them back through it so they can remember like exact like
Oh, it's
You
like,
can do that with
I'll go ahead.
it's all in your head.
it's like if someone was drunk and they wanted to get like information out of you, they would get you back drunk, hypnonize you, and then tell you like.
I don't
it's like-
know.
No,
No, it works.
like, if
I'll
people
give-
are
I'll give the
traumatized, you
technical
black out
answer to
memories.
this
I
question.
what
You're
use what
going
talking
for.
Yeah,
about.
they use like what you were doing at that point.
I don't think anyone's.
I'll give-
I don't think anything. There's a
Does that ever
philosopher
happen to
that
you,
believes
Brian?
in this. There's
I'll
nothing
give
can
the
be truly
technical
forgotten.
answer to this
Hypnotized?
question.
Have you ever been?
I've never been hypnotized.
Oh, okay.
Nothing can be truly
you?
forgotten, and with skilled questions,
I
you
don't
can bring back
remember
any
if I
memory.
do. So
I think it's as simple as the brain is a complex
yeah.
network of like pathways and crap, and
just tell you
all
the
the
brain.
forgotten stuff like goes to the back and then shoots to the front when you need to know it.
It's just
And
like
it's like
eyeballs.
it's like a
it's just
yeah.
like with your brain. I'm
You
becoming
don't,
really
you
scientific.
don't surely forget
so-
anything. You're just
Right.
not currently thinking of it.
What
Right.
about when you're like 6 months old?
Well, you weren't
still
conscious, so you
remember.
couldn't have developed a thought
You're
then.
conscious.
but
You
but
weren't
still remember it.
conscious. You weren't a what's it called? Like
A sentient
being. So you
Yeah,
can't.
you always-
couldn't-
definitely,
you
you're
couldn't
always a
develop
sentient
thoughts. You could just develop. You could
The
just
thing
develop
is that
instincts.
like I think
You're
it's like
potted
the
plant.
part of your brain isn't quite fully developed. Like it's there, it's just not fully developed because again, I'm becoming scientific. I learned a lot in 8th grade science class. So thank you, Miss Haas. So
I got a C in AP
shout
Bio. I'm
out.
so proud of it.
But no,
You should get her to watch that show.
I think
She'd
that'd be
be so
hilarious.
proud.
So when you actually watch, like right now, our eyes and our brains are taking everything into account. Like we
kangaroo.
all
It's
can see
kangaroo.
every single
The
detail.
real question is, why is a kangaroo called a Joey? A baby kangaroo called a Joey.
Why
It's a
is
dumb name.
A kangaroo is a great name. Why'd they change it? Yeah. Why is it different?
Little Joey? It's because it was
goat's
Australian,
called
and
a
they're like,
kid.
it's little Joey. That
A
was
goat
Italian.
called a kid is
but
weird.
A goat called a kid. That
Like
means
the
we're all goats.
unicorn.
Can anyone here do an impression or an accent?
Nope.
No? No? No
I
one
can do like
Not one on
Jamaican.
camera.
You can do Jamaican?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that.
You can't do Jamaican, yeah.
I feel like if I did, it would be on YouTube forever, and I just don't want
Yeah, I
that.
don't
I
really
don't
need
think
Yeah,
you
I
have
don't
that
think
kind
you
of
guys
power.
would be-
Yeah.
Oi, top of the morning to you. Would you like a box of Lucky Charms?
That's a good
Next
Jamaican
question.
accent.
That
for
was
sure.
That's
not
not
Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Yeah, that's
That
a good
was-
Jamaican.
That was
Hey,
top
All
of the
right,
morning
so
to you.
going from thought to going to leading.
I'm
Do you have
spoiled.
one
You're
of
like
those
reading
thing
it.
protectors? Because I can't see
Yes, I do
anything.
have it, and Caden's like hearing.
I just like reading it, yeah. Of course
Um,
you have a screen protecting.
yeah, why not? Protect my screen.
Of course you
All right,
have
my
one.
last
So,
question here.
All right, bet.
Our next question, for one, is about leading and following. So, growing up, you've probably been told before, be a leader, not a follower. But my question is that if someone did tell you that, someone said, be a leader, not a follower, wouldn't you then become a follower for following their advice?
Hey. No, hey.
Depends on who you're talking to.
Leaders.
It depends on who you're talking to.
Because
I
if
love
you're
it.
talking to the person that asked you the question, then you'd be following them. But if you're telling everyone else, okay, they told me this, you should do this, then they're following you.
But then it's not your original thought.
But then you're still following
Yo,
them.
Yeah.
This is such a
Yeah, but
black
you're
and white
leading other people.
interpretation.
because
Yes,
those people are
Brian.
not
Brian, the
following
way
you.
you
It's not
pose
a
this,
pyramid
the way
scheme.
you pose this, it
pyramid
is
scheme?
impossible. It is exactly a pyramid
should
scheme.
start a pyramid
Because let's say first person to ever have this original thought, person. Somebody give me a better mark.
Oh, he's gonna.
Person one.
illustrate it.
I had to.
Person one. Person one says be a leader, not a follower. To person one and two, they say it's a both.
Here, I'll just write what
These
you're doing
two
in front of the
people
camera. Hold up.
immediately,
No, you keep doing what you're doing. I'll do this.
immediately have to follow this person if they want to be a leader. If they want to be a leader, they have to listen to what they said.
Isn't the first person being a leader though following
Yeah, but what if
another
they die?
leader?
Huh?
You're still following their advice. You're
This-
still following what they said.
Yeah, but then who
Okay.
made, my question is like,
There is always, unless you, let's say there's a higher power out there.
okay,
That could be the only leader.
so,
What is this show?
Like God.
no, here we go,
Yes.
here we go, here we go.
Or,
Here's an even
as
deeper
I
question.
learned in my Islam class, Allah.
So building on to
Jackson, get in here.
No, building,
Yo, okay.
well, before we go, I want to build
All
on
right,
this
we're
question.
about to see our
So
first
leader-
tag team in action.
We're going to get Jackson's opinion on this leader-follower question as Toby
Tag
leaves.
team?
But I do have
I mean,
a
they wanted to
follow-up.
be a tag team.
I do have a follow-up for this
They're
question.
tag teaming.
We are tag teaming. Toby, thank you for showing on.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
explaining.
you for having me. I've missed this show. It's been a dream.
We will be.
True to be back on
Jackson.
here.
You feel honored. Jackson.
I feel
it's
very
really welcome
honored.
to come on.
Sir.
You have been promoted.
Can we ask him all the questions real fast? I'm rapid fire through.
No.
Rapid fire.
That's
We have
pretty
time
good.
for that?
We have all the time in the world. So,
Actually, Chick-fil-A closes at 8, so we don't have all the time in the world.
well, I'm sitting
You
here.
can just leave
Yeah.
My-
Taking a Chick-fil-A, trust me.
the only thing I want to build onto this, so we're obviously
And
you
I would like
probably
to say
heard from the
something
back.
Cane stays open, I'm
So
chilling.
we asked for
Somebody
the
buy me
back there.
cans
I'm pretty sure you
after this.
heard. If you
Buy me cans.
if someone tells you be a leader, not a follower, are you then a follower for following their advice?
Yes, you're a following leader.
I would,
Here
love,
we
I would
go.
love to answer
But
this
the
real quick after
question-
he does. Yeah.
So my question to build on that is, what came first, the leader or the follower?
The lead.
Because
What?
a leader
How
can't-
can
okay.
you follow someone if there's no leader?
That's the thing. So the leader, yes, the chicken and
Egg
egg is
did not
exactly what
come
it is.
first.
No.
So
Yes, it did. It's a crossbreed between two other animals.
No, what is it? Like a duck? Like
I don't know.
Oh.
Like a
We don't know. They probably
like
don't
a
exist
horse
anymore.
and like a
But my
lizard.
thought is like
It's like
having-
the egg
lizards or
came first.
dinosaurs. They came from something.
lizards came from dinosaurs. I thought.
Exactly. So something came into a chicken.
Didn't what, horses come from dinosaurs too? Well, isn't it a random one?
The real question is,
Sharks
why do
were
we
around
Flies
before.
or something.
What?
I
The
love
real
sharks.
question is, why are
Sharks
they
were around
known as
before.
cocks? That's
Cocks?
That's the real question.
I don't know. But
I'm
my
sorry,
thought is
what?
that a leader can't be a leader unless it has
I
followers.
just heard cock.
Yes, you got it.
A game.
Yeah. A
why
leader
are
cannot be a
chickens called
leader. They have a
cocks?
follower.
Oh, why are they called
That's
cock?
That makes
what I'm saying.
sense.
I don't know what they're
Because
talking
they
about.
cock-a-doodle do.
No, that's rooster.
Yeah, roosters should be
That's a
called
chicken.
cocks.
Why are we going about cocks? Just go to
Roosters.
Colombia. You'll find them. They're fine.
That is a very good point, Jackson. Thank
Found
you.
them here too.
Okay, so back to the leader question, because this is something that we're going to talk about.
It's a leading follower.
Okay, wait.
It's a
no,
hybrid.
you
No,
wanted to say
no,
something.
it's
Can
just
you
a
be a
follower.
leader? Can you be a leader if you don't have followers?
Brian, I think it's such a black and white interpretation of a leader and follower. Every leader ever has had influence from other leaders in their lives.
Correct.
I think that's just part of being a
Yes.
person. So you can be an amazing leader and say, "Oh,
So
I learned
who
everything I learned
influenced
from this
Jesus?
person."
God.
I was
God.
just
And
about
then
to
who
bring that up.
influenced God?
Himself.
He's not a person though.
Yeah,
This is talking about like people alone. People alone, like,
Oh.
because we're kind of morphing this question from, are you just a follower to what makes a leader, what makes a follower?
The answer is you're a hybrid. You're a following leader.
Yeah, everyone is a little bit of a leader and a little bit of follower, and it just some people are more
No,
followers.
'cause-
some people are
no,
more
'cause
leaders.
But can you be a leader without having followers?
No, because anyone can't just be a normal leader. Because every single leader
my
up until
question.
now
Can
is
you
just
be
a
a leader without
follower.
having
Sounds like
followers?
This is the least serious show of all time, and I love it.
Can you be a leader without having followers?
But can you be a leader without having followers?
Yes.
Like on Instagram.
Then
or,
who are you
like,
leading?
real
Like
life?
tweeting.
Are you just leading yourself?
Like doing the live
Yes.
tweets.
So then does that make every follower a leader?
Hey, I
like,
have followers.
this is getting really deep into it, but
I'll
like,
follow you. I saw your thing.
it's a paradox, obviously. It's always going to be a paradox. But that's the question. What defines a leader? Is it
You
someone
need-
that chooses their own action? Is it someone that has people that follow them?
I took a test on this today.
It's
on what
self-
a leader is.
A leader,
Yeah.
a leader
No,
is
you're
someone
so
that
dumb.
a leader
I'm
is someone
sorry,
that does
yeah.
something and people follow them.
I
Like
think
go
have to have
after
a
them.
follower.
It's all
Yes,
like
you have to have followers to be a leader.
self-confidence. And
'Cause-
like confidence is fake anyway,
What is-
so it's like
Confidence isn't fake.
Confidence.
Confidence is
not
fake?
fake.
Confidence isn't
you can
fake.
have all the confidence in the world and it comes from nowhere. You
Oh,
make
that's
it
true.
up. It's fake. It's not real.
You can develop confidence, but
Oh
it doesn't.
yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think I got all the confidence in the world? It's magic. It doesn't come from anywhere. I
People
can
lie
tell
to
you.
you.
It comes from your brain. It's not magic.
It's not magic.
It's just fake. Like it doesn't exist.
No, it's just people telling you that you're like capable
That's
of
why you
something
get
if
more
you're
of it when
not.
you like
But you
are
kinda-
under substance. You know
But
what
you
I
do
mean?
have to
Substance
have
or
confidence
something.
in order for
You
people to tell you.
Sometimes-
Because like I feel like if you
I'm
go
right.
in with just a little bit of confidence and someone says, "Wow, you know, you did this really well," then all of a sudden you get more confidence
It's
and it
fake.
builds on
You
itself.
need confidence to be confident in something.
No, you don't. I
Yes,
just
you do.
you can
You
feel
need
confidence.
confidence to have
You
confidence.
fake it till you make
but
it.
that
It's
applies-
not-
You can't be like, oh yeah, I'm like not confident at all that I'm able to do this.
That applies to happiness too, though. I think if
Like,
you,
oh
you
my
can
God,
smile
I'm gonna
through
fail,
things,
but I'm
too.
gonna go into it and I'm gonna do the best I
I'm
can.
confident that I'm gonna
and then
fail.
You
Yeah,
have
that's being
confidence in
confident you're
yourself
gonna
that
fail.
you're gonna try your best.
Mara.
I'm not confident that I'm confident that I'm gonna fail.
Mara, I would say if you just put on a smile and try to be happy as best you can, it won't always work, but it can also make you happy. Same if you try to be confident, it won't always make you confident, but it can. I think it's the same thing, but it doesn't mean that happiness is.
Why
fake.
is
I
this
think
show
so.
called Be
You
For
can just
Real?
fake
It
it till you
should just
make
be
it.
called Shower Thoughts.
Because we're doing beef for. This is a special episode.
I used to watch those like
So,
music videos, shower.
my question is that this is going to go off script, so I apologize to
sir.
Zach and to Connor, but that's what Be For Real is. We're being real with you guys. So, you talked about failing. This is a question I've been dying to ask, and it's all about confidence. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about confidence. So, if you are confident,
This is
or
an
you
elite
try to fail,
drawing
and you
of
succeed
Tiger.
at failing, then which have you done? Have you failed or have you succeeded?
Okay, if you're
If
try
you
to fail,
fail
but
to
you succeed
try-
at
If you
failing.
try to fail,
Like
like a
task
task,
failed
like let's
successfully.
say you want to fail, you're fine. No
Then
one
you
wants to.
failed. Then you failed because
No, you
that
But
wasn't
you
the goal.
succeeded at
you
failing.
succeeded.
No, if you fail,
You set
no,
your
if
own
you
goals.
set out,
This is
no,
good.
it's
Oh,
like
I thought it was like if you try to fail and you actually don't.
If you try to fail and then you succeed at that, so you try to fail and you do fail, is
You
that
succeeded your task at failing. It's-
No,
Yeah, I
you
think you
failed
succeeded.
because
if you try
failed
to
because
fail.
nobody goes into something saying they want to fail something.
No, you set
Yes,
your
they
own
do.
goals.
Yes,
like,
they do.
Like, okay, I'm
Have you
gonna
ever seen
say like a
Ted
little
Lasso?
buzzword here.
No.
Hold on.
Oh, okay, never
Like society has like ways you're supposed to do things and stuff, and they set goals for you. But you yourself can change those goals and set your own goals different from what they have. So I think if your goal is to fail an exam, it doesn't go against the conventional way of success and failure.
Right,
if
but
your-
why would you
if it's
go
your
into an
interpretation-
exam
I
trying
don't know,
to
but
fail?
if your interpretation of succeeding is failing that exam and you do it, then you succeeded because it was your own personal
yeah, if
goal.
you don't like that goal, you can
there's a
succeed at
personal-
failing that goal.
So you can
I-
succeed
I
at
don't-
failing to succeed, meaning you fail.
I just thought this. I don't know if I actually believe it, but that's what my brain went to.
So you're basically saying that as a person, you can succeed. How do I?
I think you set
you
your
can
own goals.
succeed personally,
You can be a
but you can fail
successful
in the eyes of
failure.
society.
That's what
Exactly,
I'm
yeah,
hearing.
and I think that's still
That is the
a
worst
success.
logic
It's all about
ever.
your self-evaluation.
Exactly, and I think you're self-evaluation. But
Yeah.
that goes in the whole like it's how you view yourself or how others view you, who you really are. And stuff.
This goes out to Clemson University students watching this show. Fill
Yes.
out your teacher evaluations. Your
And
teachers
please do not
usually give
fail
you
your
extra credit.
exams.
They do, and I always make them
Good luck
bad.
on your exams. But
Yeah.
Maybe they'll give us money.
we
So
do
pick
have
me.
2 more questions that I want to get to.
do
They're
it.
off that topic, which I feel like was a very good brain twister. So
That was good.
hopefully the
That
audience
was
is still with
good.
us because that is a little.
My
confusing
brain
what we
feels
said
like a
earlier.
Well,
pretzel.
I'll bring it
right
back up to you
Yeah.
at some point, Brian. Yeah, maybe
I always
on the,
We will
on the way
absolutely
to
bring this up.
Charlotte, dude. We'll be talking about
We will
that.
absolutely
Yeah.
be bringing this
You
up.
have no idea what my brain was like in there. I was like,
So the
I
next
look back and all I
question-
hear is cannibalism.
The next question for us: if a vampire bites a zombie, this is gonna be a fun one. If a
Oh,
vampire
God.
bites a zombie, okay, does the zombie become a vampire, or does the vampire become a zombie?
Zombie becomes a vampire.
Yeah, the zombie becomes
The
a
vampire bit first. Whichever
but
bites the other
right
becomes the
there.
other.
But it's getting that okay.
What
You
do
know
they
that
s-
movie
do
where
they
they eat
say-
that
Whoa.
hamburger and then they become the zombie? Okay, so if you ate a zombie, like even in Minecraft, like you get sick, like
Yeah.
So
I don't think we should apply Minecraft.
I
logic.
played Minecraft to my entire life.
Yes.
You know my building?
let's apply
you know how
Minecraft.
there's no like thing on the sides, it goes like this and then it's like cut out?
Yeah.
I say that they just took the blocks out of the end.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah, that's the way to look at it.
I know, because someone asked me how it's built, and they were like, "Where's the wall there?" No, so basically, they would both become mutants.
They're already mutants.
But would the zombie even become a vampire? Because I was thinking like Jordan. I was like, but a vampire bit, like it bits, so the zombie has to be.
Or does the zombie attain the powers
I
of
do
the
think
vampire?
that there's more rules with vampires though, because like you can like hit them with that metal pole or something. Also, the sun.
Hold up, I think I just
Metal
I
pole,
think
you mean
I,
a steak?
no, I think
Then
I
the-
just broke your question. Does the zombie
Super.
solely attain the powers of the vampire?
No,
because you
the whole
have
thing
to-
about a zombie is they become any
They have like a gene, like a chemical in
deity.
them.
What is it? No, anything becomes full zombie if they get bit by a zombie. So just like how we become
Or
full
if they eat a
zombie,
zombie.
a vampire would become full zombie. They'd be no less vampire than we are.
Wait, but
If
we
they
said
do
the-
become that, do they get immune to the
Zombies?
sun?
Right, but we said the vampire
Yes, we
eats
are.
the zombie.
Future zombie.
I would say they both
zombies.
get
They're
powers.
past
They would both, like a
They're
zombie
zombies.
would, they
We're
would be like a
zombies in
hybrid
past.
zombie
I
vampire.
think that would work.
But
Because
zombies are.
Because like yeah, a
We'll be
vampire
dead.
bites a zombie,
We'll
they're
be
gonna
dead.
get the
We will be
power
sen-
because
they're
technically
sentient
they were still a
creatures.
living
We will be
organism.
sentient.
They'll still get the powers of the vampire.
For sure.
And then the zombie, because the vampire bit the zombie, the vampire is gonna basically get the blood of the zombie that's gonna turn them into a zombie.
correct. So now, since that's right, and now I have a question that's going to build on.
Oh
this.
God.
Yes, I know. This
Y'all
is
are
gonna be
mad at the
crazy.
questions. This is
This is
what
what
makes
gets
the show
worse
great.
upon
This is what
worse.
makes the show
Okay.
great. Yeah.
My brain cannot comprehend.
You have
this.
a
I
zombie
think too
and a
analytically.
vampire.
All right.
Vampire bites a zombie. They both become hybrids. Does that mean that the zombie now becomes like?
Could they get married in the United States?
I know. Okay, you know in Minecraft, the skeleton that goes on the spider?
Yeah.
It's like that.
What? The vampire
What?
jumps on the
Nah,
zombie?
nah.
What Mara? What Minecraft?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, my thought is like if
play
that
Minecraft?
happens, like you know how a
You play
vampire
Minecraft?
can't see the
When I was
sun,
younger.
right?
Clearly, you don't play enough.
You're not a hardcore gamer.
It's just
But
Minecraft.
if the vampire bites the zombie and gets the zombie, does the vampire become immune to the sun?
Ooh.
Or does
No.
the zombie?
The zombie will
No,
melt in
no,
the
because
sun.
if the vampire bites the zombie, then the vampire still has its powers. It was a vampire first.
Then does that mean that the zombie has to melt in the sun? Like, does it?
Yeah.
No.
Or do they switch it? Or is it
No,
like
they
how
both
does
get
it
their
switch?
powers.
It's in Minecraft.
I would say they both get the powers,
Why
and they
is
both can go out in the
Minecraft
sun. They have
logic
unite.
You
your
had to say it.
So they,
You know they catch on fire when the sun comes.
Why
Yeah.
is Minecraft your only?
I just think of that
justification
actually. I didn't want to
for
do it.
this?
Yeah.
but that's where it's like this is like a question again, like a paradox. You're sitting there and you're just questioning, like,
This is shower.
would it be more
love
zombie than
paradox.
vampire? Would it be
I
more
don't.
vampire?
I think that it would be. I think that would be a hybrid. I think it'd be a hybrid,
Like
but
how
in the
you
sense
break
that they
the
have
third wall
both
so much.
powers. Like they don't
Fourth wall.
swap powers. They just combine.
They just combine.
Yeah, the powers combine.
It's the fourth one.
Yeah,
They
no, I
didn't
know.
look
That's
at-
why.
That's crazy.
Third one.
Minecraft, I know there's only 3, but
Thank you.
Well, that's the second to last question. Excuse me. I'm losing track of everything now.
Nah, you're straight.
So we got one more question for you. After this brain twisting, I know Jordan's brain's sitting there like mumbled.
I'm gonna walk out of here and I'm gonna be like, are doors really opening or? Are we
I had
just
102
walking
more
through?
questions of this that I could find online. So we're gonna have some other fun shows with this, but this is not this. This is only one more question we have, and this is gonna be coming right back to what came first.
Oh God.
Chicken or the
The
egg?
chicken
No.
or the egg.
Who came?
No.
Go ahead.
All right.
Eve.
So
I was here first.
what?
Oh, no, I wasn't.
Did you say Eve was here first?
No, I said I was here before you guys, but I wasn't. I was last, actually.
No, you said who came first. I
Okay,
said
go
Eve.
ahead.
So the last question that I have:
Probably Adam, honestly.
did the fruit
Actually,
or the
yeah.
color come first? For
was a good
orange?
one.
So did the orange color come first, or did the
Oh, I
orange
know.
fruit come first?
So the fruit, because like they named stuff like later, you know?
Yeah.
What do you mean they named
I'm
stuff
looking-
later?
Oh, no.
You can't look at
Well, they named the color orange in like 14 BC. Like what?
But they probably like
They
the
named stuff
Vikings
later.
probably ate the food before there was a word for it, and the food was probably in a different language. Like, do we know if all languages, like the food and the color, is the same?
Yeah, it is.
Are we sure?
The thing is, though, it wasn't called orange.
That's a good question.
Exactly.
What was it called?
Like in Italy.
Have you done
Wait, does
research?
Italy speak?
If you think about, like,
In
say
Italy,
Hebrew times.
do they say
say-
orange and orange, or is it
No,
different words?
no.
Are they both
No,
the
I
same
feel like
word?
it'd still be
Like,
called
are the-
orange
is the
because they
fruit
had the
and color
same word for
same?
orange.
Like in
I
like
don't think
like
Yeah, they'd have the same
Nobody
word
has
for
this.
orange.
Dude, why is naranja español then? Like, that's not how that
No,
works.
but is it not?
I know, but that means orange in their
but is
language.
Orange, but does it mean the fruit? Is it the fruit and the color in every
Or like,
language
what
the same
if
word?
they came over and were like, this is a, how do you say it in Spanish?
Naranja.
Okay, and they were like, oh, like
Try
it's
it,
an
try it.
orange, and they were like talking about the fruit, but they were talking about the color. Like, oh, they were saying this is orange, like the color
Oh,
is
so it's
in
like
the
object
language.
permanence
And
or
he's looking
Yeah,
at it
well,
and he's
like
like,
when
oh,
I
it's
did it,
a
I thought it was
fruit. You're saying that's
Try
an
again.
orange, you know?
Yeah.
And they're
Can you roll yours,
misconcepting
like, for real?
because
Like, give me
they
like a- give me
don't
a
speak
good
the
old
same
oral.
language.
That's where I'm confused because
You
like if the fruit
really
came
doubt
first,
that?
He nailed it.
He nailed it.
He nailed it.
Yeah, great.
I can roll my R's.
Mexican
scaring
over
me.
here.
if the fruit came first,
I just said
then was the color named after the fruit?
Mars is
I like saying what you
That's
said.
where I'm starting. Like, is the
No.
color named after the fruit, or is the fruit named after
what
the color?
have you? What? Someone put that up closer to the
God.
camera, please.
This is really.
Mara's great artwork.
Hey, can we
I feel
see
like
it?
that's something
Connor,
you can see in a doctor's
can we see
office,
it?
you know, and you like have to look at all the
Yeah.
There we go.
So basically, the cow, the
take a picture of
UFO's
that.
picking up the
Frame it in the
cow.
fridge.
That was supposed to be the Eiffel Tower, but
That needs to be the
The
screenshot for this shit.
Mara, that's,
That's the
that's,
thumbnail. Can
that's
you
an
do- that's the
Eiffel
thumbnail?
it
Tower.
was gonna be an Eiffel Tower. It's not anymore.
Mara, that looks like a Christmas tree.
Connor,
It's a pyramid.
can you pick the thumbnail?
What? That's too.
Oh, I bet that should be the thumbnail. That'd be
Wow.
perfect.
That'd be perfect for it.
Anyway,
These,
What was the
this is
question?
how your brain should be feeling after this conversation.
my brain always feels
like that.
Me too.
My
But-
brain has
I
never
said
realized
yes like
this
you
was
know. This will be
possible
off the
until
show.
My
now.
brain-
Oh
Instead of
yeah, you guys
crying
should see
when
how
it's
I
like-
take notes in class.
I am
think- I-
probably
I-
one of the
I
most
take
intelligent
notes
I think I
people
sent you a
in
picture,
the free
didn't I?
world, and now I am
This
broken.
is crazy.
Me and
Am I
Jordan are
not
both
supposed to
going
put my
therapy.
lip
Mara, I
in?
started
need a
taking
software
notes like that,
update.
and I took a test today. I think it worked out well.
Exactly.
It's nice.
I'll
It's
take a
just,
picture.
you just write stuff.
I need a
on paper
freaking
wherever you
software
feel like
update. That's what I
Before
need.
Mara shows our picture, I'm going to wrap this up because we've had 7 questions, probably no answers.
Oh
and everyone
God,
still
what
has more
picture
questions.
is she pulling up?
So with that, that was our last question. That was our last
You
episode
be
for the
ready.
semester. I hope you all have a great holiday. I hope you all have a great Christmas, great New Year's. We will see you next semester where hopefully we'll have more than just 2 episodes, which I know we'll have more than just 2 episodes in the semester. That is looking like the whiteboard. And with that, that is all for me. Jackson, Caden, Mara, Jordan, catch us on the extra point. Catch us on what is
Touching all bases.
Touching all bases.
Don't ask
Catch
me
us
to name
on
Watch
anything
Touching All
else. We
Bases.
have our own
Mara
podcast.
is a great
Watch
host.
Touching
Best
All
host
Bases.
based on
Mara is the
America.
best host of Touching All Bases. She called me Drew one time. He's a made-up character. He's
Multiple
It
fine.
is
times.
great. It
Made
is
up character.
fabulous. We
Drew's the
also
worst on
have
touching all bases.
Yeah,
we
he's
also
the
have
worst.
our own
Catching
works
all
as
bases.
well. I don't know all of them, but I know
Touch it
Jordan,
later
you
on
have
Catching
your
All Bases.
podcast, The Champions
What
Corner.
about
I
Touch
have mine
Bases?
called Brian Sports Hub. We have a
You know
bunch of
mine
areas where you guys
already.
can come follow
Yeah,
us.
you have it
But
on
just
your
know that no matter where we are otherwise,
Touching
we're
all
all
bases.
meeting back here to talk some of the randomest things you can think of. For that, have a great holiday. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next Be For Real.